Hi guys, and welcome to this blog tube hop for little blue button stamps. We are celebrating the start of a new rubber stamp line in June, but we are showing you digital stamps from April and May releases. This is from the May release of Spring Flower Charlie, and I'm as always gonna do a Copic coloring and card tutorial video, but I thought I'd talk about the blog tube hop while I'm coloring. So let's start coloring. As with any blog tube hop, we have prizes. We have 6 of them. The first prize is 3 April release rubber stamps plus a $20 gift certificate for the Little Blue Button Stamps digital design store. The second prize is 2 April release rubber stamps and a $10 gift certificate to the Little Blue Button Stamp digital design store. The third prize is a 1 rubber stamp and 3 digital stamp of the winner's choice. And then we have 3 people that will win a random May release digis. So how do you join this? Well, it's very simple. You have to be a subscriber of the Little Blue Button Stamps blog. You have to comment on all the YouTube videos and blogs. And you have to comment on the Little Blue Button Stamps blog telling you that you have been visiting all of the attendant in the hop. And the 29th of April, we will have drawn the winners. Now, all the details will be down below in the description. There will also the full list of the blog tube hop participants. And I hope you enjoy this blog hop and my coloring, and I will talk more with you when we come to the card making. Okay, bye! I have her now all cut out, and I have colored the edges of the paper with a black pen to make her stand out a little bit more. So let's make the card. To begin with, we are going to work with the pattern papers and the mattening. And the card base is actually a piece of basil marshmallow white. I'm gonna put it away because my camera get all kinds of crazy with it, but we're gonna score that. It is a half letter size, so it's 5.5 by 8.5. I'm gonna score that in the middle. We're gonna start with these. This is going to be my kind of backdrop paper, and I'm gonna have a very thin mattening on this card, so I'm gonna cut this down to 4 and 5.25. And then I have this little pattern paper, which I want to cut down to 3.5 by 4 3/4. Do it like that, 4 3/4. So we take our matte layer and we're going to cut this. Let's see, I'm going to measure this because I know that this is made for a specific size. Let's see, it's 11 that way. Half of that is 5.5. So we're going to cut this. So we're cutting this 5.5. And this is to keep the paper the right size again. So I'm cutting this piece down to 4 1/8, and then I'm taking this down to 5 3/8 for the mat of the red paper. Then we're going to cut this again, and as that was 4.5, we're going to add a 1/8 to that, and that was 4 3/4, so we're adding an 1/8 to that. So then the mattening layers are done. I'm gonna use the Martha Stewart scoring board, the little one, for our card base. I just do the 4.5 mark, flip this over, and just crease that fold. We are going to start by matching and layer all of the pieces. So, and then we're going to put her over here, and I'm going to have a teeny tiny sentiment this time. I'm going to use, I'm going to cut this down. I'm just taking a like leftover piece that I just had laying around. I'm cutting it down to 1/2 inch wide. And then I'm gonna use a stamp, and the stamp I'm using is this. Let's see if I can, there, Thinking of and Missing You, because I thought it was a cute and wonderful stamp. We are going to use VersaFine Onyx Black as usual to stamp this with, because it's crisp and it's perfect for thin lines. I'm putting this in the middle of this piece. We're going to cut it down later, but I'm going to make some flag ends, and I'm going to have some teeny tiny crystals on each end. So we just make it smooth. That, and there is our sentiment. So now all we have to do is put these on some foam squares. So I'm gonna add foam squares all over the backside of her, being extra thorough, getting them on the small pieces and in the middle of the bigger pieces, so we have stability all over her. And with all those foam tabs all over her, I'm putting her down here because I want her to sort of hang off the mat, but without hanging off the card. I'm gonna put some foam adhesive on our little flag also. Using the higher ones to get that little extra depth for this card. I'm putting it over here. That. And then I'm going to finish it off with some blue crystals. On either side of this little flag. Like that. And that's the card for today. And for the blog hop, if you just look down below in the description, you will see a little expand or see more notation, and you can press that one to see more of the rules of the blog hop, but also where to go next. And I hope you enjoyed my videos. If you do, please thumbs it up. It means a lot to me. If you want to see more on me and isn't already subscribed, there's a subscribe button down there. And if you have any questions, just comment down below, and I'll see you later. Bye!